Okay. Hi, Tom. It's great to meet you. My name is Hannah. My pronouns are she, hers, and hers, and I will be the clinician doing your intake assessment today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much to meet me because I need this a lot. I think it's
Yeah,
me and change me also.
good, good. Okay. So yeah, let's just dive right on in then. What are some of your goals for therapy? I know you've never been in therapy before. What are you kind of looking to get out of it?
I haven't been to therapy. This is my first time. I'm very involved in my church. So my church is the one that referred me to see a therapist.
Okay.
Um, I'm very involved in church. I'm Christian. I'm very family oriented. I'm close with my family. Lately, I came out and told my family that I am gay.
Okay.
Thank God they took it well.
Good.
The only thing that's bothering me is I haven't told my daughter yet. My
Oh, okay.
daughter doesn't live with me. She lives with her mom, and I have this like anxiety, depression. I want to let her know, but I don't know what's the correct way to do that.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I'm hearing it sounds like church is a good support for you. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
They've been very understanding, very caring. I have nothing to say about them. They're the ones actually that referred to me and they said that they'll be able to see a lot of difference and it's supposed to help me with my anxiety, my depression. I think once my daughter knows, I'll feel much better.
Okay. Okay. So is that definitely something you'd like to work on then, is working up that conversation and having that conversation with her?
Yes, like the correct way I would do that so that
Okay.
I would get her ready for that or how I would do that, because I don't want the way she sees me and the way she thinks of me. We are very close with each other. We speak almost every day on FaceTime.
Okay.
I don't see her a lot, but we do speak and we are close with each other. I just don't want her to change how she feels about me.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's completely understandable. Coming out, it's something that it's a big deal. It takes a lot of courage. So, I mean, I would like to, for you to take some time and, give yourself a pat on the back for being able to come out to certain people like your church and your family. And yeah, in future sessions, we can definitely work on, what that conversation might look like and work on some goals and, working towards that conversation. We can definitely take it slow.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love that. That's one of my concerns and it's bothering me for a while.
Okay, awesome. I did see in reading over your chart too that you mentioned more something like finding yourself. Could you explain a little bit more about what finding yourself means?
So for a while that no one knew about my gender, I feel like I've got lost in the middle. Sometimes I don't even know who I am myself. I'm kind of confused as where I stand now because my family in church knows, but there's like my daughter and other people don't know. So
Okay,
sometimes I'm like, okay, something doesn't feel right with me.
okay.
So I'm trying to explore myself more. And maybe at one point, I'll figure it out. I think the therapy would help me too.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, I'd love to explore, the factors that contribute to your identity and some of the supports you might have in your community. Can you identify any positive supports that you might have as far as like your sexuality and people that do accept you and support you?
Whoever has accepted and support are very nice, very understanding, very caring. There has been people that want to help me also, but
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really trust people easily, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah. Even at work too. I mean, work, everyone knows there. I work at Bego Tires and people are aware and they're very nice too. It's
Okay.
just, I think I'm kind of lost also. Is like, where am I standing right now?
Yeah, yeah, of course. And that's something that I can definitely help you, kind of work on and kind of help ground you a little bit and work on some techniques through your day-to-day that you can apply. Like in a moment if you're feeling like I'm not really sure what is going on with my mind right now. We can work on some techniques to really kind of ground you and find yourself in that moment and what that even means, to find yourself and find yourself in that moment. Okay, well, very cool. Thank you for sharing all of that stuff with me. I did just want to acknowledge you taking this first step into therapy and how brave that is as well. And for you to be here and sharing all of the things that you've already shared with me so far. I really want to, commend you for taking that step and getting over here to do this. Um, are there any primary concerns that you want to focus on in therapy other than what we've kind of already talked about? I know we've mentioned your daughter, coming out to her, finding yourself, working on maybe some grounding techniques. Is there anything else that I maybe forgot or that you'd like to add in there?
Now I want to say the point of my life, I'm really into work.
Okay.
Um, I want to do better. I want to prove better. I want to get a higher role at Big O Tires.
Okay.
I want to succeed more, and I want to be able to save money. So maybe later on in the future, when my daughter knows, and then she can move in with me also.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to her mom about that, but that's probably a topic that I'll get on later on with her mom. But
Mhm.
we do have a good relationship also.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're really future oriented. You have a bunch of goals that you want to put into place. So, I mean, it sounds like, you're taking every day the best that you can and doing the best that you can right now. So that's great. I'd love to work with you on some of those goals for future sessions. We could kind of plan out what meeting those goals might look like, and what some of those steps might look like. And that would definitely help, with like some of your anxiety and depression and, getting you out more socially. I was thinking we could possibly find you some support groups if you were interested, maybe like a Christian gay support group or just out in the community somewhere where you could get more involved, even, like outside of the church and outside of your family. How do you feel about that?
I'm willing to try because I want to
Okay.
experience and try a couple of things. Uh,
Awesome.
yeah, I think my goal and like the outcome of therapy, I believe it's going to be positive because I've heard really great things about it.
Good.
I think it's just like it was hard for me to come, and then now that I came, I feel much confident and much happy. So I'm excited to see where this therapy sessions will take me and how it will help me, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I'm so glad to hear that, Tom. I mean, it's my goal to create like a really safe, welcoming space. So, yeah, anything you say in our sessions is confidential, so we can definitely work on some of your goals moving forward. Um, as far as next sessions, this one's kind of coming up to an end here, but what next sessions will look like, I will send you a link out to that email you provided the same way that you got this link, and we can set up another appointment. And I'll also in that email send you my availability. I'm pretty flexible. I know you've got work and stuff, but I can meet you whenever you have availability and we can schedule an appointment and move forward from there. Okay?
Okay, that works good to me because my work schedule is kind of hectic, so that works. Thank you
Okay,
again. I
perfect.
appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, Tom. Well, you take care and I will see you at our next session.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.